Dort. Down to Dort. This is Lou Dort, and I'm down to dunk. This is Lou Dort, and I'm down to Dort.
I'm Josh Giddey, and I'm down to dunk.
Hey, this is Kenny Hustle, and I'm down to dunk.
I'm Darius Baisley, and I'm down to dunk.
I'm Mike Muscala, and I'm down to dunk.
This is Poku, and I'm down to dunk.
I love cereal. Captain Crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cracklin Oat Bran.
Oh, I can have these? I'm gonna share with my team, but I'm gonna hog most of it.
Good morning and welcome to episode 121 of Down to Dunk. You can find us on The Athletic and anywhere else you subscribe to your podcast. Go to theathletic.com/down2dunk and get The Athletic for $1 a month for 6 months. I am Luke. Joined this morning by Andrew.
But I gotta say, I'm just fired up to be here today. It's pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. Woo!
Slam through.
Taylor.
He was a hot-headed man. He was brutally handsome. She was terminally pretty. She held him up, and he held her for ransom in the heart of the quotation. Slip through. I've been doing that a lot.
You've been doing that.
And Jay.
It's Jay.
That never feels right.
Life
And I
in
never
the
know
fast
why it
lane.
doesn't.
Wow.
So that song, I really like that song. And then when I started
you?
singing it,
Yeah.
it was
I used to like that song.
yeah, it didn't feel
Until
feel
this
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't feel good.
It felt good to start, but about 3 seconds in, it was like your heart wasn't in it.
No, I was really questioning myself.
Yeah, we could tell.
Yeah.
It really came across in the way you sang it.
Sorry. I need to choose songs that I can easily hold confidence through.
Yeah, definitely.
I appreciated it.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. I'm here for you.
Thank you. Life in the fast lane.
So
I
So
love that. Love that little ditty.
yeah.
10 days away.
Don Henley played drums and sang
Yep.
that song.
Wow. And play guitar.
Eagles.
He did, man. Wow. Eagles. Rest in
Yeah.
peace, Glenn Fry. Wait.
Don Henley
Yep.
didn't play guitar.
No, he didn't.
He probably could, though.
Probably.
Definitely. Nothing's going on. 10 days away from training
Yeah.
camp.
We just got the information. What is it? The 26th? 26th, 11 a.m. Media Day.
Yeah, I've been talking about it on the pod for like 3 weeks.
That's
so,
exciting.
yeah. It's good.
That's like a week away, basically.
Yeah, a week from Monday.
You excited?
Yeah.
What's your goal for the intro?
Oh, yeah.
What should it be?
I don't know. Just take multiple boxes of Cracklin Oat Bran.
Yeah, I have some ideas.
They should have to say down to dunk, but with a mouthful of cereal.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It's Mike Muscala saying, I love cereal.
I love cereal.
That's something that podcast listeners really like is like when you can hear someone eating
Yeah,
food.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that would go over really well.
Especially like a kolache or something. Pretty good.
kolaches.
Yeah.
Hey, can we just?
Dang.
I feel like we should probably clear the air on kolaches, guys. So
Should we?
kolaches
Okay, let's do it.
in modern culture,
Mm-hmm.
in city culture, kolaches have become sausage rolls.
Yes.
Sausage rolls are not kolaches.
Right.
Kolaches are little pastries.
Yes. They're fruity pastries.
So if you ever go to Prague, Oklahoma,
Yeah.
they have a kolache fest. Yukon also
Mhm.
has a substantial Czech population.
Yeah.
Kolaches are not sausage rolls.
Really?
Not sausage rolls.
They're not.
So stop calling
That's a
them that.
That's like a little donut shop thing that they just.
Why do they do that?
They just made it up.
commandeered
I don't
the
know.
name. I don't know.
Liars.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not cultural. They're just sausage rolls, but I don't know. It sounds nicer if you say kolache.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah,
know.
sausage roll's not probably the most appealing.
Also, those are just hot dogs.
Yeah, just hot dogs.
They're a little different.
Yeah,
Not
what-
much.
A big pig in a blanket is what it is.
That's closer.
Yeah.
It's a pig.
That just doesn't roll off the tongue.
Big pig in a
Like
blanket.
a kolache.
I'll have two big pig in a blanket.
I might order them more that way. Okay.
Would you rather
So-
suck down a sausage roll or suck down a kolache? See? Kolache.
Take John's back toy bigger in victory.
Oh, wise L-man, I come to your dojo needing parental
Oh.
advice.
Come into the sanctuary of the L-Man.
Hello, to L-man. My baby. I have a new baby.
Yes.
A 4-week.
Mm.
A 4-weeker.
Mm.
Not sleeping, obviously. And I think this is very normal for babies. I think,
Mhm.
but you tell me. What do you think? Should this baby be sleeping more?
How much are we talking? How much sleeping are we talking about?
Like through the night? 4 hours at a time now.
I think that's pretty normal.
Really?
You're talking about someone with no baby, so I don't know.
Look, your character in this segment is
Baby expert.
yes.
Here's the thing. Have you made sure you took home the right baby?
That's a really good point.
Wow.
This baby does not look like my other baby.
Well, each baby's a precious snowflake that's different.
Oh.
Here's what you need to do. Just sleep. You sleep through it.
There is another parent.
There's another parent. But then the other thing, I think you just let him cry it out and go
Yeah.
back to sleep.
That's
Right?
true. Eventually they will pass out from exhaustion.
No.
Oh. I'm confused on your advice.
I don't know what my advice is. You've stumped the L-Man today. Sorry, I was unprepared.
How's
Very early in the pod. Straight into a deep dive.
Damn.
I'm in a oh god.
Guys, if you need
It's
me,
off-season.
if you need me anytime online in this weekend, I'm gonna be online.
in this weekend?
This weekend, I'm gonna be online playing Splatoon 3.
Oh, nice.
It's a new game I got last weekend, but couldn't play it because I had stuff to do. So I'm playing
Stuff
it
to do.
now.
Had to hang out with his
Had to-
friends.
Had
Yeah,
to
wasn't
hang
it
out with
a
my
wedding?
friends at a bachelor party.
Oh, that's awesome.
So now I'm hanging by myself alone in Splatoon. I don't know if anyone's ever played it. It's very good. Have you played it?
No, but I would like to get it.
It's like a shooting game, but it's like paintball.
Yeah.
And your objective is not to kill other people, it's to cover everything with paint. I'm gonna play it a lot this weekend. I'm very excited. You excited?
What do you put?
I'm not
It's on
excited.
Switch.
It's on Switch.
It's on Switch.
Do you play online?
It's only online. You're
All
playing
right.
against other
So
people.
I think what Luke is saying is, listeners, send him your gamer tags, and Luke will play with you all.
Is it
weekend.
cross-platform?
It's only on Switch.
Only on Switch.
It's a Nintendo game made by Nintendo
For Nintendo.
for Nintendo. Uh-huh.
Only on Nintendo.
Only
Does
on-
it say
only-
that on there?
Only on Nintendo Switch. I don't think it says anymore, but it is. It's good. It's fun. I like it a lot.
Did you guys ever go paintballing?
Yeah.
I hated
Oh,
paintballing
why?
growing up.
Scary.
It hurt.
Yeah, definitely.
When you got
hurts.
hit, it hurt a lot.
We
And
used
that's kind
to,
of yeah, that's kind of the point though.
No, it's
So where it's like a little bit scary.
Did you have your own paintball gun ever?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I had a crew that we got all of our own gear,
Mhm.
and we'd go out to little patches of undeveloped neighborhoods, essentially, and and like do our own paintball stuff there.
Yeah.
And it was very dangerous because
Yeah.
like some of us didn't have masks or the headwear,
Yeah.
and
you gotta
we'd
ha-
still play.
yeah, you gotta have the mask.
It's our generation's. Well, never mind. I'm not going to say what I was about to say. Never mind. Paintball sucks, but Splatoon is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for that. And we're gonna move on to some Twitter questions.
Twitter questions. You got questions and you ask them on Twitter. Now we answer them for you. This is Twitter questions. Now let's get down to it. Twitter questions. Our first Twitter question comes from @StoneColdSAdams, who says, after listening to the Wednesday pod or Thursday pod, which I listened to on a Friday, was thinking, would you rather have the package OKC got for Russ and PG or the Jazz package for Gobert and Mitchell?
With an exclamation point.
No, it's Friedale.
It does say Friedale.
Okay.
There's an L at the end of
I
it.
recognize that's a typo and that you did not mean Friedale, but
No,
I also appreciate Luke's accuracy in reading.
Yeah.
I want to get it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whose package we prefer?
Yeah, whose package?
So, I mean, to me, it's Chris Paul and Shea
Mhm.
and a bunch of picks, or what amounts to Jared Vanderbilt, Larry Markkinen, Abaji, and Sexton.
Yeah,
and
to
a
me,
bunch of
it's
picks.
so easy. The OKC trade is way better.
Yeah, I do think that it's a lot better too, just because like Abaji doesn't have that kind of upside. He's already like 23 years old, and it's just like a shooter.
What's the upside? I mean, Sexton is or maybe
Collins,
Larry
like,
Markkinen.
It's like Colin Sexton or Markkinen versus Shea. It's like,
Yeah.
that's just not even close.
Yeah.
I know Collins put up like a bunch of numbers, but they're just not the same caliber of player.
I do think that's the first wave of how you evaluate that, which probably does make it more in the favor of Oklahoma City. You also have to look at, and this is where it gets a little more complicated for me. If you look at whose picks they got, right? So Clippers picks and Rockets picks. Those Rocket picks are the highest value out of all of them because the Jazz getting the Cavs picked, we've beat this to death. Like, there is a high likelihood the Cavs are going to be in the top 5 in the East for the next decade, which means they're probably going to be picks in the 20s, which means none of the pick swaps are probably going to convey, at least in the next, I think it's 26 and 28. I don't know. So that's part of it. So that I would say, like, Clippers, Cavs, I think they're roughly about the same. Although I don't know. Is there part of you that would be surprised if a Cavs pick fell as low as this year's Clippers pick did?
Well,
Like, this is 12.
And
It might be one of the better picks that people get. Also, if you look at the 2026 unprotected Clippers pick, that year, Paul George is 35 and Kawhi is 34. Like, who knows?
And both with histories of injuries.
Yeah, who knows if those guys are even still in the NBA? Like, we just don't even know.
I was going to say, do you trust the longevity of this Clippers team right now or the Cavs team right now?
I think the only thing I would say about the Clippers is I do trust their leadership now more than probably the Cavs.
Like, the Cavs still, they look good, but it's like, you still need to prove it for a
One
couple
ownership,
years.
right? Like, Ballmer he has no care of going into the luxury tax to get whatever it would need to make this team sustainably good. Especially there's going to be the pressure because about that time they're going to be in their new arena. They're going to be building this independent franchise away from the Lakers. The Cavs, Dan Gilbert, isn't that Dan Gilbert?
Yep.
Has historically, not really a financial, but he's just not always been the most
There's been problems
encouraging
with him
owner.
over the years.
Yeah.
A lot of problems with him over the years.
Yeah.
Not recently, though. I haven't really heard of him.
No, and
last
part of that's
3
because
years.
LeBron's gone, right? Like, they were so much more in the spotlight, but they're going to be more in that. But you have to look at the fact that, Mobley, Garland, Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell. We've talked about this ad nauseum, but you have 4 All-Stars. Well, Mobley, I'm making an assumption, but you have 4 guys that will potentially be All-Stars that are all 25 and younger. That's minimally 5 to 7 years of high quality basketball in Cleveland, which is awesome. Like, congrats to them.
Heading into the 25-26 season, which will be the first pick that will convey for Utah, Darius Garland will be 25 and Evan Mobley will be 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they will probably be, at that point, this is just the 3 seed in the East.
Yeah, they'll be one of the best teams. Mitchell is 29 that season, and I think that Jared Allen's like 28. You have like these guys like in their primes and these guys like coming into their primes, and you have Evan Mobley's 24. They could be scary by that point. Whereas with the Clippers, like, yeah, he's going to do everything. Like, there's a lot of teams that are just like, we'll do anything we can to win, and a lot of times it just makes you mediocre, or it can make you bad.
Yeah,
you just don't know. It's all dependent on your best players. All dependent on your stars. Ownership matters to a degree, but like if Steph Curry's ankle is screwed up, forever after he has that injury, like the Warriors don't have any of this.
None of it.
They can still be a good team with like Klay Thompson, Draymond. Maybe they find a point guard that's good. And it's like, oh yeah, the Warriors are like a fun team, but they're not a dynasty.
That would have been
They don't win
different,
the
though.
title.
It's like that Clay trade would have happened.
Yeah, they give Kevin Love. I mean, things are just way different.
Yeah,
but it's
everything's
all about
different.
Steph.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not about light years. It's about Steph.
Yeah, and
they
I
got
think,
Steph.
Yeah.
I think the important reminder too with the Clippers is no matter how willing you are, there are a lot of. I mean, the CBA does this on purpose. Is it does place constraints around a team, so you can only build within so much. Like, you could build a whole roster full of vet minimums and buyout guys, but that doesn't regularly pay off, right?
Right.
But to be able to have a Kawhi and Paul George, if they age poorly, and they're 33, they're injury prone, 35, injury prone. I mean, they're already limited on what they can send out to get anything back. So if they did try to make a trade to get a Bradley Beal or whoever, just throwing out a name, but they're limited on what they could offer to get something like that. So there is some stuff that you could be optimistic about the Clippers' future. And I think there's, in the same sense, a Jazz fan would say, like, all right, well, look at the Wolves.
Yeah.
Like, what are the Wolves going to be in 5 years?
But still, like, they have Ant Edwards, who in 3 years is going to be 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, Cat's actually still pretty young.
He's really good. Cat in that year will be 30. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's a good bet. Like for the Wolves to be bad, sure. For the Cavs to be bad, sure. Historically, they've been bad. But sometimes things turn around. The Warriors were trash for so long until they got Steph Curry. Things can turn. Things can turn around just because of one player.
Yeah,
real quick, Kawhi Leonard's an unrestricted free agent by 25.
Yeah.
So even that hypothetical we said earlier, where by 25, 26 and Kawhi's 35, he may not even be there.
Not even be on the team.
Yeah.
And like, does Paul want to stick around there?
Right.
Like Paul,
I don't know.
Paul's not a leader. If they haven't won anything up until that
Kawhi
point,
is either really, but
Kawhi is,
but
on
he's
the
won.
basketball
But he's
court,
won a
though.
title as the best player on a team.
yes,
Yeah.
He needed. I mean, Lowry was the leader of that
yes.
team.
And Mark Gasol. I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah. You're right.
Mhm.
But he can be the best player on a title team.
yeah, absolutely.
He's done it multiple times. So, yeah,
So there is some potential for those.
that
Clippers
26
picks
that
we probably
26 pick
underestimate.
has some
Yeah.
really high upside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It could be the 29th pick.
I
Who
also-
knows? But it could be the 9th pick.
Yeah, and we talked about this right at the beginning of this conversation, but also like getting Chris Paul and Shea is
Yeah.
the win, right? Like the
Yeah.
year of Chris Paul was an awesome year. Like
It's
I
great.
think if COVID doesn't happen, who knows what that looks like. Obviously,
Yeah.
the Thunder weren't going to do anything to recreate the roster, but they were trending in such a positive direction as a franchise or as a team that year. But anyway, so that's part of it. But I think the other thing that you look at is the reality that the Shea piece, right, is far better than any other prospect in there.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Like if you take your best picks in that, it's like there's nothing on the table. And what's funny is I was looking when I was putting together kind of what this stuff was. The headliner of the Paul George trade, the picks obviously, but was Danilo Gallinari.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So you could start going down the pathway, and you could do this with the Jazz as well. All right. So they traded for Gallo, Chris Paul. All right. So what did they get for those guys? Well, they got a second for the Hawks, and they got that late first for Chris Paul.
Mhm.
So like you can start going down this long path of like, all right, so what did it ultimately turn into? But just on face value, I think it's pretty, at least from my perspective, it does feel like the Thunder have the best. I was going to say the Rockets picks. That they get, what are they? It's on that sheet, but they get a top 4 protected pick from the Rockets in that Chris Paul trade
Mhm.
in 2024.
Yeah. 24.
I mean, what's the likelihood that the Rockets? I could clearly see them being a 5 to 12 lottery team.
Yeah.
To where they're not the worst because Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, whoever they get in this year's draft.
You get pulled to the middle at some point.
And I think you all talked about it on Wednesday. I don't know when it was, but you talked about the fact that how long is Tillman Fertitta going to be okay being mediocre?
That's
bad?
one where it's like Orlando years ago, where it's like, all right,
trade for Serge Ibaka.
Yeah.
Tillman Fertitta. What a wonderful phrase. A Tillman Fertitta.
It ain't no passing.
Crazy.
I got really uncertain of the words.
Yeah.
You know, babe.
Hey,
no worries.
hey
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good point. And also, like, don't discount the fact that they made the playoffs after making these trades too.
Yeah.
Like, just making the playoffs for a year, one, it's like it was great for the fan base. Like, that was a really fun year. It was like one of the more fun. Was it not?
It was
Yeah,
a
it was
blast until the global pandemic. But yes, the season itself.
If you just take the basketball,
Right.
Yeah, obviously Rudy
I know
Gobert
what
getting
you're saying,
COVID and
yes,
everything. Yeah, that was not fun. But then, like, the bubble playoffs were fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I just wanted. I mean, I know that there's all sorts of complications that you all mentioned about what happens if they do beat the Rockets,
Yeah.
and go to the second round. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of weird? Okay, how do we tank after that? But
Yeah,
I was really, really wanting.
Oh, I did
it was,
too.
It was such a
Oh, I
fun
did
season
too.
that I was like,
Yeah.
I want more of this.
I know.
And
I know.
and it showed that the franchise, like when that trade happened, I know that everyone was like, "Oh, Chris Paul, okay, Shea, yeah." he looked
Everyone,
pretty
you
good. We'll
mean
see."
all of us?
Yeah, yeah. Like, oh, we'll see. You know, Shea's a good prospect. Like back then.
Yeah.
You know, and then Danilo Gallinari. That's a vet that can come in. He's going to help the team a lot. It really what's the word? It really showed that the franchise, because of that success after that trade, everyone was like, okay, the Thunder really know what they're doing. Everything they do seems to be
Well, and they're
a
more.
win.
They're more than just the stars that they drafted, right?
Right, yeah.
Like, we had no idea if we could stand on our own outside
Yeah.
of Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And this Jazz trade could be the opposite of that. This Jazz trade could be, oh my God, they lost Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, and look at these players and picks. They
Yeah,
got,
who's
but,
their
like,
return?
Nothing's
Yeah.
happening.
They're going to be
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be really, really bad.
And it all turns for them as well, as if they hit, if
If
just
it-
like the Thunder, it's like getting
Yeah.
Chet in theory was a big turning point for them.
Yeah.
If the Jazz are bad enough and they get the luck of the lottery and they get Scoot Henderson or
Or
Wembanyama,
better
like,
Gobert.
like, you just don't know what could immediately turn the fortune of the franchise. Because
Yeah.
just like Oklahoma City, the Jazz's best assets for the next 3 to 4 years are going to be their picks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
And so, we can't. I don't want to evaluate the Thunders without using the same kind of lens for the Jazz too. So I do think the Jazz, and you have Danny Ainge, like, they have good ownership, they've got good leadership.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that they will also be somebody that will look back and be like, well, it did turn out well. Maybe they didn't hit on everything, just like when he was with the Celtics. It's like they had so many mid-lottery picks that just didn't work.
Yeah. But they
But-
hit on two.
They hit on Jaylen Brown,
Mhm.
they hit on Jason Tatum, and they really hit on Grant Williams as well.
And Robert Williams.
And Robert Williams.
Yeah.
So, and Larry Bird
And Larry Bird back in the day.
That was
back
good.
in the day. Good pick.
Good job, DJ.
All right, let's move on to our next Twitter question. It comes from @Benelephant King, who wants to know: would you rather sit next to Kyrie or Draymond on a 12-hour flight?
Draymond.
No question, Draymond Green.
Agreed.
Yeah, Draymond. I think you would get a great story
I actually
yeah.
think that
from sitting next to Draymond.
Yes.
I actually think I would enjoy being Draymond's friend.
I bet he's a fun friend to have
Yeah.
when you're
Hard
not
to-
having to be competitive.
Hard
with
to
him.
make a friend on a flight. You'd make a lot.
No,
of
I don't want to
friends on
talk
the
to people on my
flights.
flight, to be
Yeah,
honest
that's
with
what I'm
you.
saying.
But I think the premise of this question is that you would
You're gonna be the most annoying person.
You would
Hey,
engage.
hey, Draymond.
Hey Dre. Hey
you would both be open and willing to have a conversation.
You want to share my pretzels?
Yeah, the conversations, if it happened, the conversations I'm having with Draymond are conversations I'm gonna be into and
Yeah.
not want to be like, oh my God, what have I done? Starting
Yeah,
this
yeah.
relationship and conversation with this person. With Kyrie, it's gonna be like,
Chemtrails.
oh God, can I get up and go to the bathroom? Can I tell him I want to go to sleep now?
Yeah.
You know,
I think, and the other thing for me is I think Dre would be way more open to actually talking.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
In this situation, they both are.
True.
Hey guys, let's move on to our next Twitter question. It comes from @Kiwi Thunderfan, who says, "Who is your all-time thick daddy starting five?"
So here was the only confusion I had when I was looking at this.
Uh-huh.
Does it have to be positional?
Here's
Like
my
your thickest point guard, your thickest shooting guard,
Yeah.
your
I
thickest
think
small
so.
forward?
Yeah.
Here's my
Yes.
question: does it even have to be a basketball player? The idea of being a thick daddy can go beyond sport.
Let's stick to basketball.
Let's stick to the NBA. Yep.
Nope.
Spice Adams, y'all know him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the king of thick daddies.
You
Yeah.
know,
Carl Winslow.
Carl Winslow, he is the dad of thick daddies.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Kevin from The Office, thick daddy.
Thick daddy.
Homer Simpson.
Is he a daddy though? I just
No,
don't
he's
know
not
that
a
Kevin from
daddy.
The
He's
Office.
not
He's
a
not daddy. He's
he
thick,
has
but he's
he's
not.
a
he
thick
has
baby man.
daddy energy.
He does
No, he
not.
does not.
He does to
does
me.
not,
You
no.
could not trust. You can't trust him with a bowl of
He's
chili.
too aloof.
Homer Simpson, thick daddy.
By the way, just an
Cartoon.
office aside, I've watched the blooper of Kevin sitting on Michael's lap when he's Santa Claus
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000 times.
That's child
It's
energy.
so
That's
funny.
not daddy energy.
Right. Yeah.
That is
Nothing
child
about
energy.
it.
He has
He's thick daddy to me.
he's thick child. Okay.
Let's
For
do it.
real. Raymond Felton,
Yeah. I
point guard.
yes, I had one other point guard.
Okay.
Kyle Lowry is a thick daddy now.
You could put him at shooting guard.
Okay. Okay. That's kind of a short backcourt.
I
but
don't know
a
where
thick one.
I don't know
Thick
where
one, but a
Oliver
thick one.
Miller stands, but
Ooh.
he's in my mind
Wow.
the thickest daddy
wow.
there hath ever been.
Wow.
That's a deep one.
Yeah, that is.
I
Wow.
just remember him because he gave kids like me this like I could make it.
Yeah.
Look at Oliver Miller.
Yeah.
Shaq has to be the thickest daddy.
Eddie Curry.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Daddy energy?
That's
Remember the
tough.
dad part. The daddy part
Charles
is what really,
Barkley.
like.
Barkley at power forward, Shaq at center.
Then you got to run Oliver Miller at the 3, and it's going to be real bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I have
really
something
bad.
to say on
It's gonna be-
Barkley. I don't think he was thick enough when he was playing.
Yeah, but the only
That's a good
I would
point.
agree with that in a lot of ways. But his nickname
Yeah.
was the round
Mound of
rebound.
round mound of rebound.
Yeah, so maybe like early in his, because I think he was thicker as a rookie, and then Moses Malone you can put in there.
Oh
Is he
yeah,
thick?
you can go back. Daryl Dawkins.
Yeah,
Do you remember him?
Yeah.
Man, these
Chocolate
guys
Thunder.
were big.
I don't think he was not thick. with
not
the
thick.
Sixers.
Not thick. I don't think
Yeah.
he was really thick enough at all to fit this. There's a for sure in here though. Glenn Big Baby Davis.
Ooh, dang, we forgot about Glenn Baby.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think he could
Big
be,
Baby.
but
But
it's kind of.
But he's a baby.
Well, he's baby's
is-
his nickname.
He
It's
is
like
a baby.
He does have
He has
child
big.
energy.
He has big baby
He's,
energy.
he's like the Kevin of the
He's
NBA.
just thick. Yeah. If there was Kevin from The Office in the NBA, it would be Big Baby.
yeah. That's
Do you
true.
remember? This doesn't count, but do you remember Aaron Gray,
Yes.
who came
Yeah.
from Pittsburgh and played? I think he played in Toronto, New Orleans.
Yeah.
He had did he have a bowl cut? No, he just had long hair. Yeah, he looks like Jay.
I know. That's what I had a friend that was like,
he does.
He looks just like Jay.
Oh wow!
especially when I had long hair.
yeah,
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah, that's just you. Are you saying that you would like to be put on the list?
No.
Wow.
I am a thick daddy, but I am not a NBA level thick daddy.
Aaron
Hmm.
Gray. Okay, we need a small forward.
Small forward's going to be really hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
those
in the
guys-
name, it kind of works against being a thick daddy.
Yeah.
That's true.
Small and forward.
It's a great podcast.
This is a great show. I mean, we got
Luke, why don't you
one more.
Homer Simpson.
Why don't you move us on while we think about who the
Okay.
thickest
I got one.
small forward is? All right, go for it.
Okay,
Brian Scalabrine.
Okay.
that's a good one.
Okay.
That's a good one.
He was thick. Nothing's felt about that guy.
No.
What about Kenny Lofton Jr.?
Oh, wow.
yes.
A newcomer, immediately a thick daddy. He does have daddy energy.
He does have-
immediately.
He is a monster.
You could play him at the 3.
Yeah. Sure. Why not?
Okay,
They're
Raymond
all
Felton.
playing thick out there.
Raymond Felton. I feel bad that Deontay Burton didn't make it, but whatever. Kyle Lowry, Kenny Lofton Jr.
Yeah.
Who was
Shaq, and
Shaq? Do we have Barkley? Barkley has like he definitely has dad energy.
Let's just put him in there because I think everyone thinks of him as he's a thick daddy energy guy. He's got thick daddy energy vibes.
anybody in the chat?
Vibes.
Oh, Larry Miller, Boris Diaw.
Oh, Boris
yeah.
Diaw. That's your
Boris,
power forward.
That's it. Power
Yeah.
forward.
There we go. I feel better about that than Barkley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too.
Also,
Oliver Miller coming off the bench, 6th man of the year.
yeah. Deontay Burton off the bench too.
Yep.
Simbular off the bench.
Simbular. Does he have daddy energy?
Maybe. I don't know.
He has single guy energy.
Hey guys,
I just saw him on a list. I had searched thickest NBA players.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hey guys, let's move on to our next Twitter question. It comes from @Jess2437, who said, "I heard you guys once say, quote, I wish donuts weren't just a breakfast, end quote. This blew my mind because here on my side of the world, they're never a breakfast and only a treat or dessert.
Yeah.
It's unusual to have a donut before lunch. What afternoon food do you wish was an accepted breakfast?" Wow. I've never thought of a donut as a dessert.
Well,
or
so one
just
of the things that
like
in
it's a full
America
meal.
specifically is we are so
Fat.
sweet oriented in our breakfast.
Right.
Yeah.
Like our breakfasts are basically desserts,
Yeah.
right? Even
Yeah.
cereal is just filled with sugar.
Pancakes, waffles,
Yes.
cereal,
It's great.
cakes.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's the best.
But it is like something where it's hard to think of anything from later on in the day because once we get out of breakfast, it's like everything else is more savory.
it's all the same.
Yeah.
And it's you can anything
Like
goes
ice
the rest of
cream
the
for
day.
breakfast. Pass.
Why not?
I mean, it does fit.
Trail mix.
I love trail mix.
I do too.
It's a problem.
I feel like
It's not very good for you. But
you ever eat it? You ever
Trail
eat it in
mix
the
isn't
morning?
good for
No, it tells you that it is, but it's
There's
got
a
a
lot-
lot of stuff in it.
There's a lot that isn't good for you.
Yeah,
just has
you put-
M&Ms.
Yeah, it's got M&Ms. It's
just
just
Actually, the M&M one is one of the more healthy ones. One of the more healthy options. I'm not joking. Like the ones with like the little bits of fruit and everything. Like
yeah,
they make
so
you
much sugar.
they make you think it's like, oh, this is so healthy for you. Like no, like check the facts.
Just eat an apple.
Check the
Here's-
facts, dog.
Here's an afternoon food that I think
An afternoon
could
delight.
move to the breakfast. Spaghetti. I could have some. I could have some spaghetti for breakfast.
It's like Elf. Like what's going on
Yeah,
here?
but like just some spaghetti. I could do spaghetti for breakfast.
You could do spaghetti for breakfast.
I don't want
I couldn't.
tomato sauce for breakfast.
I don't
I like-
either.
I like spaghetti.
I love spaghetti.
I wouldn't have taken you for a spaghetti
I
man.
wake up and I want some spaghetti.
Penny says pizza.
Oh,
Pizza. I mean, that's
I already do that.
If you have
Pizza is
old
a-
pizza,
Doing that
if you have
today.
old
Yeah.
pizza, boom, it's breakfast.
Pizza is acceptable.
Cold pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cold pizza.
Yeah.
What's wrong with pizza? Pizza is everything.
Pizza is everything.
Pizza.
Pizza is life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a guy that's on he kind of went viral on wrestling like Twitter
Uh-huh.
and wrestling like Reddit. His wrestling character is a man he's a chef
Hmm.
and he's always spinning spaghetti dough, not spaghetti dough, spinning pizza dough.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Wow.
He's a new wrestler.
Does he throw it in their face and then
No,
get them? No.
No, but he's just always
should.
spinning the dough, and he was on TV this week. It was big. It was big for him.
Yeah, is his one of his special moves should be picking someone up and spinning them like pizza dough.
Well, I haven't seen the full match. I've just seen the start. When
You
he's
realize
spinning
how
the dough.
difficult that would be?
Not in wrestling's fake. They
Yeah, but to pick up a grown man,
no, they're
a 250-pound man, and just spin him around your head like pizza dough.
well, the other guy helps you. So what he does is he flies a
Loses
little bit.
150 pounds?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he levitates.
Yeah.
It's true. Taylor is right in this.
Yeah.
So more right than
It's
me.
all fake. Anything goes.
Yep, the opponent knows your move too, Jay.
It's true.
So, he can help.
Spaghetti for breakfast. That's the official answer of the Down to Dunk
A
podcast.
Subway sandwich for breakfast.
Subway sandwich for breakfast.
Yeah.
Gross.
What's wrong with that?
What's
we
on
already
it?
eat sandwiches.
What's on it?
I'm Italian BMT.
Oh, that's not for,
It's
no,
just
not
not
for
there.
breakfast.
Yeah, no olives though. Don't worry.
What's the M's? Oh, no, we already did this.
Yeah, I don't know what the M
big-
is. It
Wait,
big
Like
meat?
Brooklyn Mass Transit or something like that is what it stands
Yeah.
for.
I think it's
We
Big
did
Meat
this like
Trio.
Yeah, we have
10
done
years
this.
ago.
Yeah, we did.
But what was it we thought it was? Bigger
Big Meat Trio. is
Yeah,
what we thought
Big
it
Meat
was,
Trio.
Yeah.
which is also the name of our Thick Daddy starting five.
That's right. A big meat trio.
The Big Meat Trio.
But there's 5 of them.
I know. Just let it go.
Don't worry about that.
Let it go.
All right. Let's.
Biggest-
Larry Miller said bigger, meatier, tastier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I do
yeah,
think
bigger
that's what
meat.
it is.
Biggest meat team.
Oh,
Biggest meat team.
biggest, meatiest, tastiest is what it says.
Is that not what you just said?
No,
What did you just say?
bigger, meatier, tastier.
Oh.
He said biggest meatiest taters.
I guess meteor could get confused. Meteor.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would confuse that when they're ordering a
Oh,
sandwich.
so tell me, does
So
this
they
have just scraps of meteors in it?
Are you saying meteor or meteor? I need to know what I'm ordering here.
I don't
That's a
know.
Great point.
Thank
Gotta
you.
clear the confusion.
Thank you. Luke
Luke,
Let's go to our next Twitter question.
is very September 16th.
Bench, cut, or trade? Poku, Theo, and Bays.
Theo.
oh God, my God,
This is the grossest question ever.
Trade Baisley,
Yeah.
bench Poku, cut.
That's
Theo.
that's the right answer.
That's it.
I
Yeah,
feel like that's
that's
the
the
only
answer.
answer.
Yeah.
If anybody gave a different answer, I would
Theo.
give them a meteor sandwich.
Can we play FMK with this?
No,
No.
but we can bench, cut, or trade Casper's fat uncles. Hey guys, our next.
They're not all fat.
No, he's okay.
There is a
One's long and one's
They're all
stinky.
sketchy though.
Casper's uncle.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, let's go to
Yeah, not the players.
our next Twitter question. It comes from @TheWarnerWest. Says, you guys are in charge of emceeing a wedding reception. What 5 tracks are we dancing to?
Oh man.
Here Comes the Bride. Gotta do it.
You're dancing to Here Comes the Bride?
He's got to be there.
But your remix.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have to be there. That's technically for the ceremony.
Wrong. We're emceeing the ceremony too.
Okay.
2, I Can Only Imagine.
Here Comes the Bride. I can only
I
imagine.
can only
This is the
imagine.
least fun wedding I've ever been
Uh-huh.
All
to.
right, let's go.
3, the American Pie parody song by Weird Al Yankovic.
Okay.
That's the Star Wars.
It's about Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's a star. It's, yeah. 4.
My, this here Anakin guy.
Yes. 4. Jump on It. The
Okay.
song that, you know,
So that's a lot.
Dun, dun, dun,
yeah. Jump on
dun,
it.
dun,
dun,
5.
dun,
5 Cotton Eye
dun,
Joe.
dun, dun,
Cotton Eye
dun.
Joe. Can I have a can I have his
Nope.
request?
Well, you get to make your own.
5 times J Lo's Waiting for Tonight.
Ooh.
Is it tonight or the night?
What?
Waiting for
Tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
when you will be here in my arms. I actually sang that to Kate. You guys were at my wedding.
Yeah.
I sang that to Kate, you know, singer-songwriter style when she was coming out.
Coming out of what?
What?
Coming
Of the closet? What is going on here? What do you mean?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Just leave it alone, man.
That's
That was
Speaking of your
when she was
wedding.
coming out.
When she was coming out to the audience of the wedding.
We weren't allowed to go.
Yeah, we weren't invited.
I was there.
It's a very
I
private,
danced
it was
to
a-
Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance
it
with
was a
Somebody.
very
No,
private
we were
ceremony.
well, we were at the reception.
Yeah.
Did
Oh,
you go to
that's
the
true.
ceremony?
No, we
That's
didn't go to the ceremony. I went to the reception.
That's true.
why.
Ceremony was only.
Did you really
was
sing
only
it?
good friends.
Wait.
And then reception.
Yeah.
Only the people I actually like.
All right.
But it was just for family.
So you guys nominate a song.
I just said I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Backstreet's Back.
All
right.
That's great.
Yeah.
They just were played in Oklahoma City.
I know.
The
I know.
last
think
song
of it.
of my wedding reception was Forever by Chris Brown.
wouldn't
So that will
Wasn't invited.
Ooh, yikes.
that will always be one. I know Chris Brown's sketchy, but that song's great.
Brown he's very sketchy.
Kind of picks
Puts everything into question,
kind of put a
doesn't it?
bad
That was
taste in your
awesome.
mouth about your wedding.
It's a good song.
Do you regret your wedding?
So do you have any of like which one of the dance, like the line dance or the any of those that you like?
No.
Hate them all.
I hate the
Cha-cha slide.
yeah, hate it.
Cha-cha slides. It's okay.
Boring.
It's
too
too real
easy.
smooth.
Charlie Brown.
Cupid
Charlie
shuffle.
Brown. Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown.
You like
Cupid
the Charlie
shuffle?
Brown part? You like that part?
It's one of your favorite ones.
Now I do.
Cupid shuffle.
What are you
Yeah,
supposed to
hate it.
do during Charlie Brown? There's
You're
some-
supposed to Charlie Brown.
You're
It's
supposed
a
to dance like
move.
Charlie
what's that
Brown.
look like?
I don't know, but I know it's a
Taylor, get up and show it.
Yeah,
I really don't know what it is.
Okay.
That's not Charlie Brown.
Electric
How the kids
slide.
in Charlie Brown dance.
that is how they dance. They do
Electric
turn their noses
slide?
up.
That's closer to Wabba Baby, Wabba Baby, Wabba.
That's
Baby,
probably my
Wabba.
That's
favorite of
also
all.
a good
That's a
song
good
for the
one.
wedding.
That's a good one.
Uh-huh.
And then it was a
Superman that hoe.
Yeah, Soldier Boy.
you.
That's a good one. for that.
I do not like that, but all right.
That's not a line dance.
Gangnam Style.
Gangnam
Yo,
Style. That's
Gangnam Style.
That's my favorite line dance.
Any other songs that we've missed that you would want to be a part of your DJ?
For He's a Jolly Good Fellow.
Yeah.
For everyone to sing about me. How great I am. Have you ever? No one ever really sings for He's a Jolly Good Fellow. Have you ever been sung?
Not
for
in
He's a Jolly
modern
Good Fellow
day.
About you?
No, I don't deserve that. Apparently,
Jolly good.
Nobody can deny.
Nobody can deny.
that nobody can deny.
Uh-huh.
It does. It
Why do we know that song?
Feels like you gotta have a pint. in your
Yeah,
mouth.
I think about
Everyone knows it, but it's never sung.
Gaston with Beauty and
Yes,
the Beast.
there you go.
I know
Yes,
they didn't
exactly.
sing that in that
They
song, but
definitely
that's
did
what I
not.
imagine.
Why do we know that song?
I think it's because on TV shows they can't sing Happy Birthday because it's copyrighted.
Is that
so
true?
they can, yeah. They can't sing Happy Birthday on TV shows because it's copyrighted.
Who was the genius that copyrighted Happy Birthday?
So I think they sing for He's a Jolly Good Fellow sometimes.
So they just like turn up to people's birthday parties and be like, stop.
Well, no, like they'll sing
Sorry, I need
songs
my
that
check.
you
Don't-
never
you
sing.
Don't
at
video
birthday.
this.
They sing other songs at on TV for birthdays,
Hmm.
and it's like, why are you singing this song? There's only one Happy Birthday song, but you can't do it.
But they
it's
didn't copyright for He's a Jolly Good Fellow.
No, they did not. Yeah, but whoever did it, genius.
But,
Genius.
but have you ever seen a TV show where they're gathered around a cake singing for He's a Jolly Good Fellow?
No.
It still doesn't answer my question as to why we know that song.
Yeah, Luke.
Because like we all know the song.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know why.
The song's in public domain. Happy birthday.
I don't
To
think
you.
that's right.
In 2015,
Oh, it's now. It's
court
now,
court rules that the Happy Birthday song is not protected by copyright.
but it was before that.
Part of public domain.
So I was for most of human history, I was correct.
Most of human history
Yeah.
is copyrighted in 1784.
So like every time someone had a birthday on Saved by the Bell, they sang for he or she's a jolly good fellow.
I just don't think they sang. I don't think they sang anything.
Don't remember a lot of birthday episodes.
Mm,
They're
Yeah.
out there.
yeah.
'cause
Yeah,
those
but I just
people
don't
had
think they-
birthdays.
Right.
They have been. There's some birthday episodes.
I know. I just said I don't remember.
Like, okay, Schmidt turns 30 on New Girl.
Good one.
Boom.
Yeah.
Birthday episode.
30
Oh yeah, they were in their late 20s on that show.
Yeah, they started
in real
their-
life.
No,
I think maybe actually
close,
back
actually.
then.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Penny knew in the chat.
The
It's
episode
not copyrighted anymore. Actually.
Oh, better
few years
lawyer,
ago,
better
got
lawyer.
outlawed.
Yeah.
The
for
episode
real.
where Troy turns 21 on Community.
Yeah, and they
Because he
sing.
turns 20, but actually he's 21.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. They go to the bar. They have a bad time. Boom. 2 birthday episodes right off the top of the dome.
Good job.
Wrong. You
Do
were
they
wrong.
sing though?
I don't think they sing in those.
Because that's the point.
They sing for He's a Jolly Good Fellow.
They did not. no answers.
Okay. We've just created the worst wedding ever.
You did.
Shut up.
We had great ones.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up, Jay.
Okay. Here's our next and for mine last question because I have to go to work. It's from @Andrew Boo Boo 2.
Me too.
Andrew, is this you?
Mm-mm.
I don't think it is. The Earth is invaded by radioactive superhuman basketball players, but you're a powerful wizard. Make a team of 5 animal hybrids of current basketball players to compete against the radioactive superhumans and save the world. Which animals do you choose?
You gotta have your mic on, Jay.
I genuinely just.
Speed, the cheetah.
I just.
Power, the elephant.
Yeah, but you have to combine them with players.
No, it does not say combine them with players. It says which animals do you choose? Speed, the cheetah. Power, the elephant.
They can be like Animorphs.
Grace, the swan.
Grace. How does Grace help you?
Spawn, graceful. They're getting around.
Shay is like a swan.
Yeah,
on the court.
their handles are so graceful. Being sort of gross and creeping people out. The toad, and then
being mostly human, like the orangutan.
and then also
Sharing 99.98% of your DNA.
last, technically an animal, I think,
Okay,
but kind of not really
I
an
can't
animal.
wait to hear what
Is a yeti? That's an animal.
It's not
It's
a
not.
real.
Yeah,
No,
if it didn't say it has to be real
It's a
animal.
mythological creature.
Boom. I'm a wizard.
Okay, just
Yeti.
for clarification,
Harry.
just for clarification on the question, it says make a team of 5 animal hybrids of current basketball players.
It says
That's-
which animals do you
Yeah,
choose? I combine those. If I combine those with any 5 basketball players, I'm winning against the superhuman radioactive superhuman basketball players. Actually,
we need a couple cockroaches out there though if they're radioactive.
true.
smart. I gotta go to work.
That was the one you're ending on, huh?
Goodbye.
He's not allowing us to even answer the question correctly.
He just took all the juice.
He did. I would say give Shay a kangaroo's bounce
Through the roof.
through the roof.
Chet's got a little bit of giraffe in him already, doesn't he?
But if you
does a giraffe do that's
If you
great?
combine
Just
Chet,
height.
with an elephant,
Oh, that's good.
then
You're talking about filling in those weaknesses.
he's got the power.
Dun, dun, dun.
He's got the power.
All right. Well,
Any other TQs that we want to answer before we go?
no, I think there's one final question that it's worth asking one another.
Oh no.
You guys miffed or you peeved?
Miffed, miffed, and peeved.
Tayshawn,
Oh, you go first.
I was just going to tell you, I just stated your name before I gave you my miffed and peeved.
Oh, sorry.
So I, the other day, I went over to my wife's
My
I went to my wife's grandma's house. And because she had some landscaping stuff. So I was like, I'll go over there and pull out some weeds and, do some different things. And I'm sitting there kind of on my knees, pulling some weeds out from underneath these bushes. And I hear this like, bzzz, bzzz, like this buzz right by my ear. And I kind of swipe at it. I don't think about it. And then I hear it again. And then I get stung in the temple, by a wasp.
You could have died.
Oh man, I was
You would have
so
got super
mad.
wasp strength.
So I
to
spent-
hit your brain.
I spent 1 solid hour
Yeah.
going to all of my neighbors' house looking for wasp and hornet spray. And then finally had to go to Home Depot. Looked at my house, looked at my neighbors' houses. Nobody has wasp and hornet spray.
Yeah.
Went to Home Depot. I murdered an entire village of wasps.
Yeah.
Now listen, if you know me, number 1, I don't like killing anything that's living. I don't even like killing like insects in the house. Like there's a few of them. Flies, I'll murder all of them.
Ants?
Mosquitoes,
Yeah.
murder all of them. Ants, I actually don't like killing.
Why?
I don't know. I just kind of like their whole vibe.
I know
Ants?
they've really got it together, don't they?
Yeah, it's like why are these dudes now? There are some that you got to get out of the house. But yes, I will kill them in the house. But if they're out and about, I'm not just gonna like go out of my way to stomp on them, right?
Mm.
Maybe fire ants.
Is that because you believe that they're actually do have bug news?
Yeah,
So-
I didn't want to be on
They
bug
sit, they
news.
sit around and watch. Like,
No, I watched when Honey I Shrunk the Kids when I was young,
yeah,
and it just kind of scarred me about ants forever. I just trust them.
Yeah.
I inherently enjoy them.
because they're like,
Sweet
interesting.
big
A big
animals.
horse?
Yeah, basically.
yeah,
They were very helpful for that.
But I will kill
Yeah.
a wasp, a hornet, a yellow jacket without hesitation.
yeah.
And so it was one of those things. They
Is
stung
that bug
me.
discrimination?
No. It's what should happen in the world.
All right.
Survival.
I hit them with an entire can of wasp and hornet spray. They had a big old nest, like right above where I was looking at or
Yeah.
where I was working. I didn't know that, but there was like 50 of them.
Yeah,
And I just started seeing them dropping out of the sky, man. It felt great.
yeah.
You know what's crazy about that though is like you watch them because it's essentially just acid burning them, and they're just like shaking and convulsing. and
Mm-hmm.
really makes you feel something you've never felt before. A sense
It
of
unlocks
power that-
something.
yeah.
Deep
It's like
inside.
you're never the same man after
That's
you
right.
do that.
That's
You
right.
take one down. Speaking of vermin and pests, we have a mouse problem.
Oh no.
And I figured something out. Kate hates them, and the mice are like kind of running through the house, and she's like, "There's mouse poop in the closet, like they're getting in the house, and there's 2 little kids in there," and so she's really freaked out. Well, I discovered something that I have not told her yet.
Yeah.
There's a bag of peanuts in our garage from packing, just like packing stuff. But these peanuts are
Real peanut? Are we talking real peanuts?
no, they're like packing peanuts.
Okay.
But
all
they're
right.
starch peanuts, so they're biodegradable.
Yeah.
Right. The mice have nested in the bag of packing peanuts, and they're because it's just an unlimited food source for them and a nice little bed. I go out there and the bag's like see-through.
Yeah.
There's little baby mice in there. They have nested in there. And I have no idea how many mice are in our house now. And I don't know what to do. I'm setting out mouse traps.
You're not gonna knock it. You need to call somebody to come to your house to take care of it.
You have to.
I can't afford that right now.
You also got.
I got to figure it out myself.
Take that bag, and you got to go throw it in the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah. What lake? Hefner?
Just pick one.
Any lake. It's biodegradable.
That's true.
Doesn't matter.
Because it's relatively humane to kill them that way, so you don't feel as guilty about killing a little baby.
They drown on
mice.
themselves. Not my fault. They can't swim, right?
No, it's just like supposedly drowning is not a horrible way of dying. I don't know. I've never.
What?
I've heard it's extremely.
I've never.
Painful.
I've
never heard from anyone who's drowned,
hold on.
honestly.
So asphyxiation, like there's like a sense of euphoria as you like. So a lot of euthanasia places, I'll never.
What is going on?
So one of the things they do is they'll put you in chambers. Like in Scandinavia, they'll put you in chambers and just reduce oxygen levels until you eventually suffocate. But there's supposedly like some sense of euphoria that takes place right before you die.
Yeah, because all your brain cells are dying. It's like getting super high.
So there's no death that's like, oh yeah, it's cool death. But if you have to choose death for something, would you choose something that's a little more humane?
I have heard that drowning is really painful, though.
I mean, everything's painful. Like what?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it just be better to just whack them with a shovel and they just die instantly?
That may be faster.
Right. I'm just gonna grab.
Maybe I'm wrong, guys. Listen, I've never done it.
Never died.
I've never drowned nor died.
Yeah.
Well, I might just set the house on fire and just.
That's the other option.
Yeah.
And then all your neighbors get mice because they run away.
It doesn't even kill the mice.
No,
I
they're
just
just
like have to move. Yeah.
You need to throw that bag away today, though. Get it out of your house.
Yeah, I'm avoiding anything that has to do with this. But I set out mouse traps and it's not working.
What if you just moved out?
It won't.
Just you.
Yeah.
It won't work.
It really won't.
No.
I have to call someone.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
For your family.
Yeah, you have to do it.
We'll start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, I have my front teeth replaced, but these are these are just temporaries.
Post the pic, dude.
Post the pic on Twitter. It's terrifying,
dude. That's so terrible.
What happened to your originals?
I've had these temporaries since I was in the 3rd grade. They were just made to be temporary. They were never made to be permanent teeth. And I've had to through the years, they'll break and I'll have to go get them replaced.
Yep. My front right tooth is half broken. Half fake.
Yeah. So that's what, and I was like, it's just finally time to do it.
He sent a picture to the text group of him just sitting in the.
They whittle your teeth down to little stumps. But what I'm miffed and peeved about is that I'm having to relearn to talk because of these teeth. Now, if I just talk normally,
these are just staring at them.
These are just temporaries. This is one piece. There aren't even 2 teeth. They
Take
made these I can't.
Oh,
I mean, they're
glued
glued in. If I tried, I could rip it out. But I have a slight lisp if I'm not careful with these teeth, and it's making me so mad because I have to
at least that's not what 80% of your career is.
I know. You have to talk for a living, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
I wouldn't have even. You shouldn't have brought it to my attention.
Because now I recognize.
I know.
It.
I didn't even think about it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have heard it.
It's so annoying. All right, Media Day is coming up, so we'll have a lot of great content for you guys around that. You guys have a great weekend. Talk to you guys again on Monday.
Goodbye.